Hi everyone, today we're brewing with an automatic brewer. Today I'm brewing with an OXO 8-cup brewer, but it really doesn't matter what brand of brewer you use. These things make great coffee and I'm going to show you how. Now, some foundational things. Obviously you need fresh coffee to start with, preferably ground when you brew, fresh filtered water, a scale for weighing out your grounds, and then of course your brewer. Now, with respect to calibrating everything and getting it all right, you kind of need to know what the capacity of your brewer is and what the serving size is. The capacity is obvious in terms of the height of it, but the serving size isn't always as obvious, and it's not necessarily consistent from one brand to the next. So what we're going to do is figure out what the serving size is for this particular brewer. And the way we do that is by using water and a brew scale. So you can use a kitchen scale for this as long as it measures grams, but basically you put a carafe of water on the scale, zero out the scale, and then you fill the water reservoir up to the first tick mark, okay? And then you put the carafe back on the scale. So we're going to fill it up to the 2 line. That's the first tick mark on this brewer. Okay, filled it up to the 2 line, put it back on the scale, and it measures 300 grams. That's 2 servings. So that means each serving is 150 milliliters, or roughly 5 ounces, which is just perfect for our method for calculating brews. So for dosing, it's 10 grams for every serving. That is 5 ounces or 150 milliliters. It turns out that this one's exactly 150 milliliters per serving. So it's 10 grams per serving for coffee dosing. Then you just grind the beans up medium fine and put a filter in your filter basket and off you go. So let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and make 4 servings. So let me fill the rest of this thing the rest of the way back up. I'll fill it up to 4. Yep. Okay, we're at the 4 line. And then, so for 4 servings, that's 10 grams times 4, or 40 grams. So we'll go ahead and put cup on the scale and measure out 40 grams of coffee. And this is Gucci Borderlands. I just roasted this about 4 days ago. This is really good coffee. It's a natural processed coffee. There we go, 40 grams. So you can see that's about 40 grams of coffee for 4 servings. Okay, let me go put this in the grinder. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I ground up the 40 grams of coffee. Pull out my filter basket. Now this filter basket is kind of a flat bottom or Kalita type style filter. I just put the grounds into the filter, flatten it out. This particular brewer has 2 sizes, a large and a small. We're just doing 4 servings, so that uses the small. Then you just power it up, select 2 to 4 cups, and off we go. Now this is a really interesting brewer in that what it does is it does blooming of the coffee before it does the full brew. So what it'll do is, as it's turning on right now, it's going to pull in about 150 milliliters, 150 grams of water, and then kind of bloom the coffee. So it'll just put a little bit of water, hot water, over the grounds to wet all the grounds to kind of prevent channeling. Then it'll pause for a moment and then brew the rest of the coffee. So we'll see how that works. So while we're waiting for that to brew, a couple things I wanted to mention to you is there's a couple of options with respect to filters. I'm using a paper filter. I love paper filters because they're really easy to recycle with the grounds. They can go right into the green bin. You can also use a metal filter. If you like coffee that's more bold and has a little bit of sediment in it, the metal filters work great for that. The only thing is just make sure that you clean these frequently, because what they will do is, it's a very fine mesh, and this will get plugged up. Okay, so just kind of be aware of that. With respect to the paper filters, some people like to pre-wet the filters with hot water before putting the grounds in. That will help with eliminating any kind of paper taste that might end up in the coffee. I haven't found that to be a problem with these types of filters. And then the only other thing is, make sure you clean your carafe. Try not to use this carafe for filling the water reservoir, especially if it has oils from the coffee in it. It'll contaminate the reservoir and make it difficult to clean later. So if you can, use a separate carafe for filling the water reservoir. Okay? Okay, so once it's done brewing, we'll go ahead and taste it. Okay, so it's done brewing. Now, one thing I recommend when you finish brewing, if you've got a hot plate under there, remove the coffee from the hot plate and put the coffee in an insulated carafe if you can. This one's already insulated and doesn't actually have a hot plate, so I can leave it here. Let's go ahead and give it a try. This was, oh, nice clean cup, as you can see. Just beautiful. Clean cup, nice and bold. Oh, very good. Oh man, this is really excellent coffee. Wow. Yeah, it's amazing what you can get out of an automatic brewer these days. These brewers actually make excellent coffee. So once again, use fresh water, weigh out your grounds and grind them the day of your grind. Use 10 grams per serving and figure out what your serving size is on your brewer, and then enjoy. All right, have a great day.